Hi, and welcome to the Greening Colorado Schools webinar. My name is Dan LeBlanc.
And I'm Penny Whitney, and we're with the USGBC Colorado Green Schools Initiative.
Today we are going to talk about the key steps to greening your school and creating excellent learning environments for Colorado kids. Here are the items we're going to cover in the presentation. Why green Colorado schools, how to get there, and some resources to help you along the way. What is this all about? Greening a school is not just what we do today to improve operational efficiency and the health of our students and teachers. It is also a way to encourage and engage our kids in hands-on learning about solving 21st century problems. Perhaps Senator Michael Bennet says it best. Our schools are an ideal place to develop leadership and spur action on sustainability. Greening our schools creates a learning environment that promotes responsibility and stewardship through the school's facilities and its curriculum. Critical steps like these that we take today will help us build more livable communities in the future. So why would we do this instead of allocating resources to critical learning needs? Because a green school is fundamental to creating an environment where students can learn at their highest potential. Here are some examples. Improved health. Better indoor air quality leads to reduced asthma rates. Reduced absenteeism. When children actually want to come to school, it's more likely that they are learning. Higher test scores. Because of better daylighting and indoor air quality, children can actually focus on what they're learning. Teacher retention. This helps schools avoid the cost to interview, train, and keep good teachers. And the obvious benefits of decreased maintenance and operational cost savings that amount to 30% on average. What will that pay for? Computers, programs, or even a teacher's salary? Here's Mark Bissell on how to get started.
Yeah, Green School is something that we've done for the past 4 years. It's been a long journey. It's taken a lot of people to make it work. However, the work is never done. And what has to be done is starting with the small steps of energy management, the small steps of recycling. Then that needs to lead into something more robust, such as making it part of your curriculum, because the key to a good sustainability management plan is to make sure that you involve the kids.
So first, let's talk about some misperceptions of green schools. Greening of a school building is not retrofitting school buses to use biodiesel and solar panels on the roof of the school, greenwashing kids, like limiting sustainability efforts to just recycling or telling them they can't solve sustainability problems. It's not a top-down mandate, like administrators telling staffs they can't be comfortable in their rooms or nagging them to turn off lights and computers. It's not a document on the shelf or a static policy that doesn't get used. A green school is much more than these isolated efforts. It's a comprehensive effort that impacts the school and the community in multiple ways, giving the kids the opportunity to lead. A green school is energy, water, and resource efficient. It is healthy for students, teachers, and staff. A green school has great daylighting, and in some classrooms, the electric lights may not need to be turned on all day. A green school addresses each of these categories to create excellent learning environments for Colorado kids. Aaron Young is passionate about green schools.
When we think of a green school, you usually immediately think of great lighting, LEED certification, you think of all these fun technologies, but a green school goes so much deeper than that. A green school is in the classroom, it's in the curriculum, it's in everything that the students are learning. It's so important because when you think of a green school, you think of this is 21st century learning. We all talk about it in education, but how many of us do it?
We're often asked by curious members of the school community, what is the value of a green school beyond operational savings? It's awareness of natural resource use. It reflects the district's community values and priorities. It builds creative working partnerships with the community. It provides a healthy and fiscally responsible school district. It positions the district to be ready for the question, what is the district doing to be sustainable or green? It supports the district to become a community showcase for sustainability. It educates future leaders to solve environmental problems through creativity and collaboration. And the benefits go on. Green classrooms are great spaces to learn in, with a focus on good acoustics Teachers don't have to shout to be heard. They are filled with daylight throughout the day. While energy and water costs are reduced, test scores are going up. Green schools enable students to focus on the task at hand because they are less distracted by thermal or visual discomfort. One daylighting study showed that just from better daylighting alone, test scores rose almost 20%.
Green school is important because of the fact that it's a teaching tool, okay? And if you have a teaching tool that you live in, then you can better get real-time type of situations and not just theory, okay? We're talking about a green school, okay? What actually powers this school? Who pays for it? How much do we pay? This is a lifelong lesson for the kids that they can learn from sustainability management plans, from energy management plans, and anything that's going to create a real scenario for the kids, because kids, they don't like to learn from theory. They like to learn from real, hands-on things that are meaningful today, not tomorrow.
Green schools also have healthy air. By maintaining ventilation rates throughout the year, sickness from airborne particles is substantially reduced. Over 30% direct average energy savings. So you can see that you're likely to save a considerable amount of money each year and over the life of your building. Getting to a green school takes bringing the community together around common goals. Every school is part of a larger community, so achievements there can ripple outwards, demonstrating what is possible. In doing so, green schools have a multiplier effect for sustainability in their communities. Listen to what Matt Throop has to say about engaging stakeholders.
How do I do this? Or who am I going to get to do this? And it shouldn't be who am I going to get to do. You have to act as a leader yourself. You have to work with your network that you have. It doesn't go top to bottom or bottom up. It goes all the way through. It goes from students to parents, parents to teachers, teachers to parents, teachers to students.
As Matt identified, the road to a green school is a dynamic process. Join me as we travel the road to a green school. First, your school must make the commitment to be a green school by listening to your green champions. The next stop on our road is to identify and engage multiple stakeholders, including students. Remember, a stakeholder is anybody that is going to be impacted by your program. The school's green team will be identified from the stakeholder group. We will talk more about the green team in a few minutes. One of the first responsibilities of the green team is to assess the landscape. What does your school already have? Measure it, and then chart the course. This is where we are. This is where we want to be. Make sure the students are there and engage them. Green schools are about student learning. One of the dangers of being focused on the road to a green school is to forget to celebrate your successes. Remember, celebrate those successes often and even the smallest successes. One of the most important jobs for the green team is to intentionally communicate where the school is going and to maintain the forward momentum. Now that we have a sense of what our road to a green school looks like, let's take a closer look at who needs to be involved. Many say that identifying the cross-functional green team is the hardest part of greening a school. At first glance, this cross-functional team looks pretty confusing. Now let's step back for another look. The formula for a successful school green team is L plus F3 plus T plus C plus S. That equals green team. What does that mean? Make sure your green team has a person from school leadership, a person representing facilities, faculty, and food. Transportation needs to be represented. A community person. It could be a parent, but it doesn't have to be. And most important, students. Green schools are about student learning and preparing students for their future.
Well, you have to make sure that you get the kids involved. How can you do that? There are many ways. Make sure the kids see it as a project that's meaningful to them, because this is what it's about. It's taking care of what we have now, not wasting, being good managers so that people that we educate today are going to find something at the end of the road that's not going to be of our making, but of their making.
Thanks, Mark, for reinforcing the importance of student participation. As I promised, here is the closer look at the job of the school green team. Team members will help integrate sustainability awareness and best practices within the school. They will be responsible for setting goals, measuring, tracking performance, and facilitating communication. Remember, being a part of this leadership team is an important learning opportunity for students. The course Your School Green Team charts will be an important working, documented plan that will create a vision to help your school accomplish goals, complete with a data-driven action plan. This is the information that will communicate to your school and to your community the why of greening your school now. Your green team will make short-term goals, usually achievable in about 1 year. Midterm goals, thinking ahead to year 2. And long-term goals that push ahead to year 3. The reason we like to see long-term goals no longer than 3 years out is, again, so that the students are able to see progress, accomplishment, and enjoy the celebration.
When you ask the question of someone and you say, is energy savings important? Is saving money important? I think the answer is always yes, but it comes as they're not really sure how to do it or what they're looking for. That's what I say. It's a long-term process. You consistently have to work at this process.
The challenge of the Green School and of the Green Team is to maintain momentum. Maintaining green momentum consists of 3 key things. Consistent meeting of the Green Team with an agenda. Celebrate green successes with the whole school. Consistently communicate and collaborate to build the green team stakeholders.
So once you get the superintendent on board and the school board on board and people begin talking about a sustainability management plan, then you get a lot of momentum. Once you get that momentum, then you have to keep that momentum going because people come and go. The challenge is having those champions year after year. So putting together a plan that is laid out sequentially so that when somebody comes in after you're gone, they have a plan that's simple enough to follow. It's easy to put together a really complicated plan and have all these ideas in place that you really can't do, but what you need is a plan that's simplified, that has very few steps and talks to what the district's mission is.
Because effective school green teams embrace collaboration, here are some important partners for you as resources. The Colorado Department of Education and the BEST program, Green Ribbon Schools, USGBC Colorado, and the Green Schools Initiative Mentor Program. It takes a team to build a green school. In the end, the kids are the reason to do all of this. These are the faces of some we have worked with.
We owe it to Colorado kids to provide the leadership needed to create schools that nurture 21st century learning.
Schools where students are assured a healthy environment.
Schools where to solve problems, collaboration between students, staff, administrators, facilities, and the community is encouraged and rewarded.
Schools where students are prepared to face the many environmental challenges that lay ahead with confidence and clarity because they have experience doing so.
To take the next step, contact USGBC Colorado. They can provide you with additional information, resources, and a Green Schools mentor to assist you with greening your school. Thanks for watching, and check out these resources for more information and to start greening your school. Special thanks to the Colorado Energy Office and the following school districts for their contribution to the Greening Colorado Schools video.